Hi, how are you? How are you again today? Uh, so, I hope you're doing well wherever you are. And I think this is just a continuation of what I just started yesterday. So, I know the big question that people are asking themselves: what is climate change? What exactly is this big, giant, amorphous name that I put out there? Wakisema, what is climate change? And I think for most people, they know the definition. It's just a basic term. Climate change, in simple layman terms, the variation of temperature. Uh, from the last, I think, since 1800, there has been continuous increase in the temperature of the Earth. That is what the scientists tell us, because everything nowadays you go by the data. What has been recorded maybe from 1800s, 1900s up to now, this is the 20th century or this is the 21st century. Now, recordings from scientists has been showing that temperature on Earth, temperature on the surface of the Earth has been going up and up. And so in a simple definition for layman's language or for anyone to understand in basic language, it is the change of the temperature. And that change of the temperature has resulted in so many either variations happening within this global world where you experience extreme high temperatures in other places, or during winter time you experience extremely low temperatures, or in certain situations in places where, for instance, the Arctic Circle, there is always constant of ice. There has been reduction in the level of the ice sheets and increase in the level of the sea because of melting of the ice. So what really is climate change is a sum total of so many things that has happened, which we can say it has been contributed by human activity in this world. Now, I know sometimes as a single person, you may not know that we all as human beings contribute to this global warming. So global warming leads to so many other things that affects our overall living in this environment. Now, I think the main causes actually, of which that is one of the reasons we actually beginning this discussion as we find out solutions, is human activity. Human activity is exactly human activity, what we have been able to do to destroy this planet. Now, some of the major things, I know this is very important part. Some of the major things that has contributed to global warming or the rapid change of the climate is the industrialization, human activity, population increase. Too many people, increase in population in the earth means that resources are being pushed to facilitate people living, creation of factories, creation of environments for mabarabara. So human activity is the real and the main sole cause of climate change. Uh, Things like factories, I think that is something that in another discussion I will probably bring to you guys about credits and the carbon environment, and when we discuss extensively about the ozone layer, how it has been destroyed by the emissions. You know, this environment is how we found it, or how the nature found it. How we found it was so natural, but our activity has caused us slowly by slowly, tuko na makari mingi, tuko na factories mingi, ina cause some of these emissions, carbon iende huko juu, ina destroy that layer, that thin layer yenye ina prevent that heat ya mvua, that heat ya jua kutufikia. And that is one of the reasons why global warming temperatures has increased, because of destruction of the ozone. So in a nutshell, I think there is a way we can play a role as individuals, as human beings. And I know what I said yesterday, that I will probably be partnering with organizations. I'll probably be working with community-based groups. I'll probably be working with local teams of group of people to see how, in my own way, in my own small ways, I can contribute to the reduction of this destruction of the environment or regeneration of the environment. And in this case, when you talk about NORIFA, which is the North Rift Forestry Association, which I want to champion to redo or replant our forests, once we have more trees in this world, it will help in sucking this carbon. It will help in cleaning the environment. And when you clean the environment, that is now we're going to stop more destruction of the ozone layer, which really helps us in the mitigation of these temperatures. Now that is the main reason, and I want you to imagine or think of situations. How can we partner together? What can you do from your local school? What can you do from your local community? What can you do in your local farm to help in this climate change crisis? And I know we all have solutions. We all have possible ways we can mitigate. If you look at the local environment up in Elgeyo Marakwet, let me come specifically to Elgeyo Marakwet. The two best resources actually that we are endowed here in Elgeyo Marakwet is our forests. There is something called the carbon credits. Somebody just inboxed me today in the morning when I posted yesterday's video, akasema nimepanda miti mingi sana hapa nyumbani. How can I tap carbon credits? Carbon credits is a little bit complex to explain. It's a voluntary system because there are countries now that pollute the environment. And of course, you know, the industrialized world, which is now the China, India, the Asian tigers, and then of course the West here, which have for very long time contributed to the destruction of the environment. And there is places now like home where we are protected the environment. Even though there is destruction that has not been largely been recorded, if there is a way that we can exchange their destruction of the environment with a benefit for us who have protected the environment, that is called the carbon credit exchange. It's expensive and complex process, but it is possible to do it to benefit communities who have protected the environment. Like, for instance, some of our local forests that you can see, it is still well protected, but we need to regrow and regenerate them so that we can contribute in this process of climate change mitigation to slow down the temperature rise, to slow down the global warming. So that is the main reason why we are beginning this conversation. And I think I want to encourage more people to participate. I want to encourage you to think outside the box. What can we do? What can you do? And I think together we can solve this climate change crisis. It will take a time. It will take some time. It will take a long time because it is a slow process. And I believe that we will triumph in solving this for the sake of future generations. Thank you.